Once upon a time, in a small, quiet town, there lived a young girl named Anna. She was 20 years old. She had soft brown hair and gentle eyes. She was simple, but very beautiful in her own way. Her family was poor. They lived in a small house with just 2 rooms. They had little money, but they had love. Her parents were kind. They taught Anna to be honest, to help others, and to never give up. Anna liked to read books. Every night she sat near a small lamp and read stories of faraway places. She read about love, courage, and hope. When she read, she forgot her worries. She dreamed of a better life, where her family would not struggle. One bright morning, Anna went to the town market with a basket of vegetables. The market was full of people. Women bought fruits. Children ran and laughed. Men shouted prices of goods. Anna stopped near a stall. At that moment, she saw a young man standing nearby. His name was David. David was tall and handsome. He had black hair and a warm smile. He wore fine clothes. Everyone in the town knew his family. They were rich. They owned land, shops, and a big house with tall gates. People respected them. David was different from other rich boys. He was kind. He had gentle eyes. When he saw Anna, he smiled. Anna looked down shyly, but she smiled back. He spoke first. "Is this your basket?" Anna nodded. They talked for a while. It was simple talk, but both felt something new. That day, Anna went back home with a strange happiness in her heart. After that, they met again and again, sometimes in the market, sometimes near the river. They talked about small things. Slowly, they talked about their dreams. David said he wanted to see the world and do something with his own hands. Anna said she wanted to study and help her parents. They laughed. They felt close. Days passed. Their friendship grew into love. One evening, when the sun was going down, David held Anna's hand. He said softly, "Anna, I love you. Will you marry me?" Anna's heart beat fast. Her face turned red, but her eyes shone with joy. She whispered, "Yes, David. I love you too." They hugged. They dreamed of their future. They imagined a small house, children playing, and a life filled with love. Their hearts were full of hope. They believed nothing could stop them. But trouble came soon. David's parents came to know about Anna. His mother was angry. She said, "David, you cannot marry that girl. She is poor. She does not belong to our class." His father added, "You must marry someone rich. If you marry her, we will not support you." David was shocked. He said, "I love Anna. She is good and kind. Money is not important." But his parents did not listen. They turned away from him. They said, "Choose her and lose us." Anna heard about this. She cried. She loved David, but she did not want him to suffer. She said to him, "Maybe it is better if we do not marry. I do not want to hurt your life." David held her hands tightly. "No, Anna, I will never leave you. We will find a way." But days passed, and his parents stayed the same. Anna's family also worried. Her mother said, "Anna, we love you. We want you to be happy. but maybe it is better to let David go. Anna could not sleep. She cried quietly at night. Her love was strong, but so was her pain. One morning, Anna met David near the river. Her eyes were full of tears. She said, "David, I love you, but your parents will never agree. I think we should not marry." David's heart broke. He said, "Anna, my life is empty without you, but if this is what you want, I will accept it. I will always love you." They hugged. Tears rolled down their faces. The river flowed silently beside them, carrying their sorrow away. They parted, but their hearts remained joined in love. After that day, life changed for both Anna and David. Anna stayed in the small town with her family. She worked hard. She helped her mother with cooking and washing. She helped her father in the fields. She smiled outside, but her heart was heavy. At night, when everyone slept, she sat near the window and cried silently. She remembered David's words and his warm smile. She missed him every moment. David returned to the city. His parents wanted him to forget Anna. They gave him more work. They told him to meet rich girls. But David could not forget Anna. Her face was always in his mind. He remembered the river, the fields, and her soft voice. His heart ached for her. He wrote letters to her. In the letters, he told her about his days, his pain, and his love. He wrote, "Anna, no matter how far we are, my heart belongs to you." Anna wrote back. She wrote, "David, I miss you. I am happy when I read your words. Life is hard, but your letters give me hope." They wrote many letters. The letters became their lifeline. They shared secrets, dreams, and tears on paper. Even though they were apart, their love stayed alive. Time passed. Months turned into years. Anna's family saw her sadness. They wanted her to move on, but Anna could not forget David. She kept all his letters safe in a box. She read them when she felt lonely. Each word gave her strength. One year, Anna's father became very sick. He could not walk. He could not work. Anna cared for him day and night. She gave him food. She sat by his bed and prayed for him. She did not sleep much. She grew weak, but she never stopped. Her love for her father gave her courage. David heard about her father's sickness. Without thinking twice, he left the city and came to the small town. When Anna saw him at her door, she was shocked. "David, you are here?" Her eyes filled with tears. David said, "Anna, I heard about your father. I am here to help." He brought medicine. He brought food. He stayed near her family. Every day, he visited. He spoke kindly to her father. He gave Anna strength. Slowly, Anna's father began to feel better. Anna looked at David and said, "You have a big heart. Thank you for everything." David smiled and said, "Anna, I will always be here for you." Those days brought Anna and David closer again. They sat together and talked about old times. They laughed softly. They remembered the fields, the river, and the first time they met. Their love was still there, alive and strong, but they also knew the truth. David's parents had not changed. They still would never accept Anna. Soon, David had to return to the city again. He said, "Anna, I must go back, but I will write to you." Anna's voice shook. "I will miss you, David. Please take care." They hugged for a long time. Neither wanted to let go, but life pulled them apart once again. In the city, David worked harder than ever. He wanted to prove himself. He wanted to earn enough to live without his parents' support. Day and night he worked. He saved money. He learned new skills. But in his heart, Anna was always there. Anna, too, waited in the small town. She lived a simple life, but every evening she looked at the road, hoping to see David come back. She prayed for him. She dreamed of the day they could be together without fear. Years passed slowly. David worked in the city. He became stronger and wiser. He was no longer only the son of rich parents. He built his own name. He saved money. He stood on his own feet. Every time he looked at his success, he thought of Anna. He said to himself, "I am doing this for her. One day I will return." Anna stayed in the small town. She lived with her parents. She worked in the fields, cooked, and helped her mother. She cared for her father. People in the town loved her because she was kind. She smiled at everyone, even when her heart was sad. At night she sat near the window, reading old letters from David. She whispered his name before going to sleep. Her love never faded. One morning, after many years, Anna was outside her house. She heard someone call her name. When she turned, her heart stopped. It was David. He stood there smiling with the same warm eyes. Anna could not believe it. "David, you came back!" Her voice broke with tears. David stepped forward and held her hands. "Anna, I could not stay away. I missed you every day. I am here now." They sat together and talked for hours. David told her about his life in the city, his struggles, and his success. He told her he was now free from his parents' control. Anna told him about her days, her work, her dreams. They laughed, they cried. The years of distance melted away in a single evening. That night, under the stars, David looked at Anna. "I still love you, Anna. I never stopped. Will you be mine now, forever?" Anna's eyes filled with tears. She said, "David, I love you too. But what about your parents?" David shook his head. "I do not need their approval. I have my own life now. You are my happiness. Without you, my life means nothing." Anna felt her heart open wide. She smiled through her tears. "Then yes, David, I will be yours." They hugged tightly. After years of pain, their hearts were one again. Soon they married in a small ceremony. Anna wore a simple dress. David stood beside her, proud and happy. Anna's family smiled with joy. David's parents did not come, but he did not care. He held Anna's hand and whispered, "We will face everything together." Anna's eyes shone. "Yes, always." They moved to the city. Life was not easy. They faced many struggles. Some people looked down on Anna because she was poor. Some people whispered behind their backs. But Anna and David stood strong. They worked hard. They supported each other. They believed in their love. Slowly, they built a home. Years passed. They had children. Anna became a loving mother. David became a strong father. They taught their children kindness, honesty, and love. Every night, Anna told them stories about courage. Every morning, David kissed their heads before leaving for work. Their house was small, but it was full of warmth. When David's business grew, they bought a bigger home. Anna decorated it with simple things. She placed flowers near the window. She cooked food with love. She welcomed neighbors with a smile. Everyone respected her. People said, "She is not just beautiful. She has a beautiful heart." David and Anna never forgot their journey. Sometimes late at night they sat together and remembered the days of pain. David said, "Do you remember the letters?" Anna laughed softly. "I still have them, David. Every word you wrote is safe." David held her hand. "Those words gave me life. Without them, I could not have gone on." As the years rolled on, their children grew. They went to school, then to college. Some moved to other cities. Anna cried when they left, but David told her, "It is the circle of life. We taught them well. They will be fine." Slowly, Anna and David grew old. Their hair turned white. Their steps became slow. But their hearts stayed young. Every morning, David made tea for Anna. Every evening, Anna sat beside him and watched the sunset. They spoke less, but they understood each other without words. One evening, Anna looked at David with tears in her eyes. "Do you ever regret leaving your parents' wishes?" David shook his head. "Never, Anna. If I had not chosen you, I would have lost myself. You gave meaning to my life." Anna held his hand tightly. "And you gave me courage. Without you, I would still be dreaming. With you, I lived my dream." They smiled at each other. Their hearts were full. They knew their love had faced storms, but it had never broken. Their story had pain, but it also had victory. In their final years, they sat together and watched their grandchildren play. The small house of Anna's childhood was gone, but the memory of that place still lived in their hearts. David whispered, "Do you remember the market where we first met?" Anna laughed softly. "Yes, David. That day you changed my life." And so Anna and David grew old with love. They proved that true love is not about money or family pride. It is about hearts that choose each other again and again. They left the world with peace in their eyes, knowing their story had meaning. They showed everyone that love is stronger than fear, stronger than wealth, stronger than the world. The end.